In the glittering turmoil of Hollywood, where relationships can collapse as quickly as a tabloid headline, Adam Levine and Behati Prinsloo have created something that is extremely uncommon. A love story that has persisted for more than a decade, weathered storms, and emerged stronger than ever before. The frontman for Maroon 5 and the supermodel for Victoria's Secret will be a living example of resiliency by the time June 2025 rolls around. They will have successfully juggled celebrity, family, and a relationship that is as humorous as it is profound. Their journey, which began with a fortuitous encounter and culminated in a life filled with children, music, and mutual devotion, is reminiscent of a contemporary fairy tale with a rock and roll component. Adam, who was 33 years old at the time and riding high as the charismatic lead singer of Maroon 5, was invited to play at a friend's wedding in 2012. This was the beginning of everything. A Namibian model named Behati, who is 23 years old and has walked the runway for prominent fashion houses such as Chanel and Prada, was nominated as a guest by the event coordinator. Behati was tall, radiant, and had a cheeky smile, and when Adam saw her, he was intrigued. Adam had recently ended a relationship, so he was not looking for love at the time. Their bond was started by emails, a slow burn of clever banter that displayed Adam's charm and Behati's quick wit. They did not meet in person right immediately. Rather, they began their relationship through the medium of emails. At a Maroon 5 concert, where they had finally met for the first time, the energy between them was instant, like a chord sequence that just felt right. Their early days were filled with a whirlwind of late-night texts, flights across the country, and stolen moments between Adam's tour schedule and Behati's modeling engagements while they were both on the road. However, she was not your usual rock star girlfriend. She was able to match his enthusiasm by exchanging sarcasm and laughing at his attempts to impress her with clickbait pickup lines. By the year 2013, they had become inseparable, and one could see them everywhere from coffee shops in Los Angeles to New York Fashion Week, with her hand tucked into his as they avoided paparazzi photography. However, things did not go according to plan. During the same year, they went through a difficult period and briefly parted ways, with Adam going on to find fulfillment in another relationship. Despite the fact that fans believed that was the conclusion, Behati's pull was too powerful. By the beginning of 2014, Adam had come to the realization that he had made a mistake. Following a passionate reunion, he proposed to her in a manner that was perfect for a rock star. A dramatic gesture in Los Angeles, replete with a diamond ring and a commitment to never let her go again. The couple's wedding in 2014 was a spectacular event that brought together their two worlds. Snoop Dogg was the DJ, and Adam serenaded Behati with an acoustic set during the celebration, which was held in a tent in Mexico. The event was less of a stuffy affair and more of a lively party. There were 150 guests in attendance, as Adam, dressed in a tailored tux, grinned like a man who had just won the lottery. Behati, who was absolutely lovely in a marquesa gown, danced all by herself. In addition to being filled with inside jokes, their vows were also intimate, and they were sealed with a kiss that had the attendees roaring. In a night that was genuine, happy, and unabashedly them, it was a night that established the foundation for their marriage. Dusty Rose, their first daughter, was born in 2016, and Gio Grace, their second daughter, was born in 2018. This marked the beginning of their family dynamic. Their chemistry evolved as a result of becoming parents, rooting the pair in ways that neither of them anticipated. Adam, who was formerly considered the epitome of a rock star and was known for his tattoos and late nights, decided to trade his tour bus benders for jobs such as diaper runs and telling bedtime stories. Behati, who was accustomed to the fast-paced world of modeling, embraced motherhood with a strong compassion. She frequently shared glimpses of their lives on Instagram, which were untidy, chaotic, and full of love. By the year 2025, the couple was navigating the lovely mayhem of raising 3 children under the age of 10. In the year 2020, Adam's high-profile work as a coach on The Voice, until his leave in 2019, and Maroon 5's continuous touring kept him on the road, while Behati juggled modeling and her swimwear line, Calarosa. Adam's resignation from The Voice was in 2019, They relied on communication, which included FaceTime dates, handwritten notes, and a rule that they would never go more than 2 weeks without seeing each other. Distance may have been a struggle for them, but they relied on it. The internet erupted in 2022 when reports began to circulate about Adam's purported flirtations with an influencer. These allegations portrayed Adam as the antagonist of the situation. Behati, on the other hand, maintained her composure and responded to the turmoil with a single yet elegant Instagram post that read, "We're good." The case has always been. Immediately after that, Adam issued a public apology, taking full responsibility for his inappropriate behavior and reaffirming his dedication to his family. The storm passed, not because they chose to ignore it, but rather because they confronted it together, demonstrating that their connection was more resilient than the chatter in the tabloids. Differences amongst them are what give them their strength. Adam, who is now 46 years old, is best described as an outgoing showman who is quick with a quip and always ready to perform. Behati, who is 36 years old, is more reserved but not any less combative. He has a sarcastic wit that helps him maintain his composure. Together, they serve as a point of equilibrium, with her serving as his anchor and him serving as her spark. The relationship between them is described as effortless by their friends, regardless of whether they are hosting backyard barbecues or walking red carpets. They are always laughing, always touching, and always in sync with one another. Behati proudly wears a basic band alongside her engagement ring, which is a tribute to their shared simplicity behind the glitz. Adam's tattoos, which include one of Behati's name across his chest, are a lasting reminder of his devotion to Behati. They are a permanent demonstration of his commitment to her. In the year 2025, their life is a mixture of disorder and tranquility. In their enormous home in Los Angeles, which is stuffed with guitars, art, and toys, they have made themselves at home. Behati has stepped aside from modeling in order to focus on philanthropy, promoting causes such as maternal health in Namibia. Adam, on the other hand, is still producing successes with Maroon 5, whose most recent album is ascending the charts. Frequently seen at Dusty's soccer games or school pickups, these are parents who are very involved in their children's lives. On the other hand, they have not lost their edge. Dating nights may consist of a karaoke session at a dive bar or an impromptu road trip, with just the two of them listening to rock from the 1990s. The 10th anniversary of their marriage, which took place in 2024, was a momentous occasion that was commemorated with a vow renewal ceremony in Hawaii, hosted by family and close friends such as Blake Shelton and John Legend. Adam was strumming a guitar, Behati was wearing a flowing dress, and their children were dancing under fairy lights. It was not a showy event, but it was certainly them. "She is my best friend," Adam said to a reporter after the event had concluded. "I wouldn't know what to do without her." Behati simply grinned and remarked, "He's still a dork, but he's my dork." This was her subtle way of expressing her feelings. The fact that Adam and Behati's narrative is based in reality is what gives it resonance. The fact that they argue over the dishes, worry about the schedule, and laugh about their parenting failures is evidence that they are not flawless. The two of them, however, have established a partnership that is founded on trust, humor, and a mutual reluctance to allow celebrity to define them. In spite of the fact that Adam has hinted at the possibility of returning to The Voice and Behati is in the process of exploring new artistic endeavors, they continue to be each other's most devoted supporters. Their love is not merely surviving in Hollywood. Rather, it is flourishing, serving as a reminder that such a genuine connection can endure even in a world filled with flash and loudness.